Rufus boy, let me love boy, I just know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, I just know. Rufus boy, let me love boy, I just know. Rufus boy, let me love. Caught up in my tape. Caught up in my tape. Don't care what you say to me, I'ma bite your feelings out. I miss you in the basement.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to Beyond the Bulk episode 1. So today I just wanted to take a little bit of time to sort of define what a diet is versus a reverse diet versus bulking. We'll go ahead and start with defining the diet because that is the part that most people are interested in. So basically when you're dieting, you are eating in a caloric deficit. Over time, as your body adapts to this, you are going to have to continue to take calories out of your diet to see further progress. You're also going to have to increase activity, probably do a little bit of both. So your cardio will end up getting higher and higher, and your calories will end up getting lower and lower. There are some people whose bodies just don't adapt that quickly, and they don't have to make too many changes during a diet to see significant progress. Those people are very lucky, and they are few and far between. Do not get stressed if this is not you. That's not how it works for me. Dieting is not easy for me. I have to push it really hard. That is what a diet is. So a reverse diet is the opposite. When you are at your lowest amount of calories and your highest amount of cardio, the way that you should, if you really want to try to maintain the amount of body fat you have without seeing it increase substantially from adding more calories in, what you really want to do is very slowly and consistently add calories back into your diet. So let's say you dieted down to 1,300 calories. You're doing, 3 hours of cardio a week, and you are ready to move out of that situation. What you would do is from 1,300 calories, you would slowly add calories back into your diet in the form of mainly carbs and some fats, maybe some proteins if you had taken some protein out of your diet during your dieting phase. And you will slowly from 1,300 calories start to add calories back in, probably, once or twice a week. Just see how your body adjusts to the higher amount of food. If everything looks good, continue adding calories back in. And at the same time, you're going to start decreasing the amount of cardio that you're doing. A lot of people don't realize when you're in a diet for an extended period of time, when you're doing a lot of cardio, your body is, sorry for that noise, my cat is going crazy right now. Your body adapts to it. Which is why you have to continue to push harder and harder and harder to see results, and that can be very stressful on your body. So every now and then it's important to realize you should remove some of that stress from your life. You'll feel a lot better if you do. So the way that I diet as a lifestyle bodybuilder is I just have a certain amount of calories that I do not get below. I refuse. So instead of having a scale-oriented goal, like I'm going to get down to 115 pounds and I'm not going to stop dieting until I do, I don't like having that mentality because you kind of set yourself up for possible failure. I would much rather say I'm going to push it as hard as I can until I hit this amount of calories or until I feel crappy, and then I'm going to work my way out of it. Because why should you make yourself feel crappy just because you want to weigh a certain amount or whatever it may be? So that's how I decide when to go into a reverse diet and when to take that next step into eating in a surplus and trying to put on some muscle mass. So back to reversing from a low calorie point, you're going to add consistently, slowly calories back into your diet. You're going to start slowly decreasing the amount of cardio that you're doing, and you're eventually going to work your way to your maintenance calories. This is your total daily energy expenditure, TDEE. This is the amount of calories that you burn from non-exercise activities, however many calories you burn at work, running errands, doing all your stuff throughout the day, plus calorie burn from exercise, and not to mention your body also burns calories just from, you know, regular functions within. So if you're eating around that number, you should expect the scale for the most part to stay in the same range. And you can also experience a little bit of body recomposition at that number if you are pushing really hard to do so. Your macros need to be on point. You definitely need to be getting enough protein, and you certainly need to be lifting a lot of weight often and heavy. If you want to push your body to change, you have got to kill it in the gym. Step outside of your comfort zone. So what I'm doing now is I am just over the rainbow, okay? I am just over maintenance calories. I will continue to add calories into my diet, putting me in a caloric surplus, which means rather than weight loss, I will be seeing weight gain. This will be controlled. I am 100% doing it on purpose. I'm looking to gain about a ½ pound per week over the next 21 weeks or so. I would like to gain at least 10 pounds. That is my goal for an abundance of reasons. That's my goal, mainly because I've never done it before and I love a good mental challenge. I also want to start practicing more self-love. I want to look in the mirror and love my body, whether I weigh 105 pounds or 125. I want to feel good about it. Also, about those numbers, you guys, I'm 5'2", so if I get to any amount of athletic leanness, I'm gonna weigh a much lower amount than what a lot of people are used to hearing. So with that said, I'm really excited. I have a great workout program in place for myself. I will be using a daily undulating periodization type program for the big three, so for squats, deadlifts, and bench press. I will also be doing the same thing for overhead press. I have been at that now for 2 months. I have seen progress in all of my lifts. I'm sort of taking deloads and rests from those things just every now and then as I feel necessary. It's very intuitive for me. I know a lot of people just have those things programmed in. I am doing this on myself. I don't really know how to do that for myself yet, so I'm just sort of seeing how I feel from week to week. If I have it programmed to hit a certain amount of volume on a lift and I'm just feeling terrible at that lift that week, I just bump the volume down and practice the lift, work on my form, and don't worry about pushing the weights too much. And then the next week I can start back fresh and feel good. So that's what I'm doing for those lifts, and mixed in with those throughout the week, I do a lot of bodybuilding type workouts, trying to hit hypertrophy as much as I can on every muscle group, but specifically my glutes. The last time that I reverse dieted and went into a very short bulk, my bulk last time was only about 6 weeks, and I did see some progress out of it, but my upper body just like blossomed out of nowhere. I had good delts, and I just noticed a lot of things changing on my upper body a lot more than my lower. So I am really concentrating on my legs and on my glutes. I want a very well-rounded physique. I may possibly compete in the future, so if you don't know anything about competitive bodybuilding, for the bikini division, they really love glutes and shoulders. You want a good, just balanced shape from top to bottom, and that's sort of what I'm working to. I may never compete, I don't know. I love to bodybuild regardless, so we'll just see what happens, but I am trying to grow a lot. That is the whole purpose of this bulk, just to grow. So I'm going to enjoy the fall. That's another thing that a break from dieting is good for. It's just for getting your mind back to a healthy place, getting your hormones back to a healthy place, enjoying time with your loved ones. When I diet, there's a lot of there's a lot of sacrifice being made on the fun front. And it doesn't have to be that way. I do flexible diet, so technically I can go out and drink a little bit. I can have fun eating all sorts of different foods, but you get to a point in your diet when those things just don't fit. And I do have a significant other to consider, and he loves to have a good time. So that's another reason I'm really looking forward to being in this surplus, just to lift, 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 and grow as much as possible, but also be a little bit less strict on myself. My macros are something I'm still going to hit, not every day, but most days, you know, 6 out of 7 for sure. I will be working really hard to stay on track and just make sure that what I'm gaining is, you know, as much muscle as possible compared to fat, and just enjoying myself more, you know, going on a date and having an untracked meal every week or every couple of weeks or something. It's gonna happen, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to have that time with my man and with family and friends. We have a lot of good travel planned, and it's football season, which is great, and you know, the holidays are coming, and I'm not starting my diet until after the holidays, so it'll be good. It'll be fun, and I'm really excited for it. We're gonna work on building and having a lot of fun with it for the next few months. So you guys are coming along for the ride. Make sure you look out for episode 2. I think I'll have it up by the end of this week. I don't want to make any promises, but I am gonna film a lower body workout this week. I tried to film one last week and it was a terrible workout. It was my first time filming in general. So I'm gonna put a plan together to have something really cool filmed for you guys, and hopefully soon I should be doing a full day of eating with my higher calorie range, so I'm really excited about that as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.